Hello, students. Myself, Shushobhan Chatterjee, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering Department of SRIST, Barupur, is going to present the part 2 of milling chapter. Now, I shall start with this fundamental of milling process. Okay. So, the fundamental of milling process are here. I have shown in this figure. There are peripheral milling, face milling, and combination of peripheral and face milling. Number one is peripheral milling. This peripheral milling is consist of up milling and down milling. Then this face milling, number two, and number three is the combination of peripheral and face milling. So this is called end milling. Okay. So before going to the detail of this peripheral milling and face milling, I am just showing you this figure again, which I have shown you before. This is called peripheral milling. Through this periphery, the material is removing here. This is the uncut thickness, this is the cut thickness. So this is the depth of cut here, the difference of this total height to this height. And through periphery, it is cutting. The cutter is rotating like this fashion, and the feed movement is in this direction from right to left. So through periphery, the job is fixed here. This is job. This job is fixed on the table, and the cutter is hold in arbor. So it is rotating here like that fashion, and the job is moving from right to left. So this is called feed motion. So this is called peripheral milling. This through periphery it is being cut, and this is called face milling. The face of this cutter, this is vertical milling, this is horizontal milling. This vertical milling, so cutter is the axis of this cutter is vertical with the horizontal. This is job, this is uncut thickness, this cut thickness. That I have also demonstrated you before. So these are called peripheral milling and face milling. And in last there is a combination of this peripheral milling and this called face milling. There is a milling. This is called end milling. Just I am showing you one figure here. This end milling. This is one type of this end milling. Okay. So this end milling, and I shall discuss you this T-slot milling. This is also by the end milling. So this I will discuss later afterwards. So first of all, in this peripheral milling, we will demonstrate this up milling and down milling first. Okay. So it is very important. What is up milling and what is down milling? Up milling, just I am coming here up milling, that is called conventional milling, and this down milling is called climb milling. So in up milling, we have shown you this cutter, this periphery, through periphery it is cutting like the previous figure. This is the job and this is the cutter rotating. But here in up milling, the cutter or the cutting tool rotates in the opposite direction. Just you look after this. The cutter is rotating in this direction, anti-clockwise. Okay. This anti-clockwise rotation cutter. So the cutter is coming in that fashion, in this direction, and the job is going from right to left. So this opposite movement. Cutter is coming in this direction, and the job is moving from right to left. So the cutting tool rotates in the opposite direction to the table movement as shown in the above figure. It is called conventional milling. And here the peculiar is the chip starts from zero. Initially start from here. The cutter is coming here. This is the teeth of the cutter. It is creating the chip zero, and when it is going to upwards, then it is creating the maximum thickness of the chip. So at the starting it is zero, and the end of this cutting it will be the chip's thickness will be maximum. I have shown you clearly in this figure. Okay, so this is called up milling, and in this up milling, it tends to lift the workpiece from the table. The cutter tends to lift the workpiece from the table. Okay, there is a possibility that the cutting tool will rub the workpiece before starting the removal. That will be a possibility of rubbing, and also possibility to lift the job from the table, because the cutter is giving the pressure here. it is the conventional milling in maximum place conventional machine. Okay, we are using this up milling process. So in up milling process, the cutter rotates in the opposite direction of the movement of the job. It is the main function, and the initial rubbing of the cutting edge during the starting of the cut tends to dull the cutting edge and consequently have lower tool life. Okay, so this is called the up milling process. The surface mill by up milling appears to be slightly wavy as the cutting tooth do not begin their cut as shown as they touch the workpiece surface. The up milling process, being safer, is still commonly used in spite of having so many disadvantages. But this up milling process is more choiceable than the down milling process. That I shall discuss afterwards, after telling this down milling process. Here you just see the down milling process. Here you just look this. The job is, this cutter is rotating in the clockwise direction and the job is moving from right to left. So the motion of the cutter is this direction and the job is moving in this direction. So here the chip will be, when this cutting point is giving pressure, the chip is maximum at the cutting point and the minimum at the end point, just reverse of that. Okay, maximum at the starting point and end at zero at the end point. So this is called down milling process. Here the cutting tool rotates in the same direction as that of the table movement. Table movement is from right to left in this direction, and the cutter is also coming in this direction. Here it is called climb milling. Why it is climb milling? This chip starts maximum thickness in goes to zero thickness gradually, as shown in figure, and this is suitable for obtaining fine finish on the workpiece. The cutting force will act downwards. Not in the previous we are lifting the job here, but here there is no chance of lifting. The cutter is giving the pressure on the table through this job. So the job will be permanently will give pressure on the table. The cutting force will giving downwards pressure instead of thrusting pressure, upward pressure. So as such would keep the workpiece firmly in the workpiece, work holding device. This is good for thin and frail workpiece. So whenever we are comparing this down milling and up milling, now I am coming here. Always we will prefer this up milling process, this conventional process, because we are using in maximum place the old machine. There will be some backlash also there. So if there is a machine which is new machine and the rigid machine, we are using the tipped cutter and the fixing is very good, the material of the cutter is very good and the job is very good material, then for enhancing the productivity we will prefer always down milling instead of up milling. But generally in conventional machine, in old machine, we will not take any risks. Okay, we will prefer this up milling process. So my answer is, if this machine is very good, very rigid, there is no backlash and the machine is very good and all the parameters are very good, then only we will select this down milling process, because it will enhance the productivity. Okay, but otherwise in maximum place we are using the old machine. There is a chance of mistake, there will be backlash, the operator are not so much confident. In that place we will prefer the up milling process. That is the basic funda between this up milling and down milling process. Okay, now I am coming milling machine operations. Milling machine operations. There are different type of operations. I am just showing you milling machine operations. Before going to milling machine operations, again I am just explaining you this face milling. Just face milling I have shown you in the figure, last figure. This face milling. This face milling is nothing but the milling, vertical milling. Again I am just explaining you. This is the cutter. This fitting in the cutter head, and this is the job. So by the help of this face, it is being milled, and this is the uncut thickness, this cut thickness. So the depth of cut is like that, and the feed is like that in the from this side to this side. Okay, so the cutter is coming coming, so job is moving in this direction and the cutter is rotating in this direction. This is called face milling. But through this face it is being cut. Okay. Now I am coming to the different operations. There are different operations. There are 15 operations. The 15 operations are plane milling, face milling, face milling, side milling, straddle milling, angular milling, gang milling, form milling, profile milling, end milling, shaw milling, milling QoS groups and slot, gear cutting, helical milling, cam milling, thread milling. Okay, so these are the milling machine, milling operation. We are maximum doing these operation: plane milling, face milling, side milling, straddle milling, angular milling, gang milling, form milling. These end milling, these are saw milling. We are using these maximum, and also we are making this gear cutting also in our conventional milling machine. So there are different standard milling cutters. These cutters are plane milling cutters or slab milling cutter, side milling cutter, metal slitting saw, angular milling cutter, end milling cutter, T-slot milling cutter, wood draft QoS milling cutter, fly cutter, form cutter, tap and reamar cutter. These are the maximum cutter, but we are using this plane milling cutter or slab milling cutter, side milling cutter and angular milling cutter, end milling cutter. Okay, T-slot milling cutter, wood draft milling cutter. These are we are using generally in maximum places. Okay. Now I am coming to the figure of the different just milling cutters. Just use look after this and some operations. These operations these are the different operations. Just I am showing you these operations. This is angle milling. This angle milling cutter. This also angle milling cutter. This is a shell and end mill cutter. This is a form milling cutter. Form and form relief circular cutter. This is a form relief circular cutter. This one shape. This another shape. This is a concave. This convex shape. This is a wood draft cutter. QoS cutting. Okay. This is the slab milling cutting. Slab milling cutter. This is milling saw. Slitting saw. This is slab milling cutter. Okay. This is one type of slab. This is the side and face milling cutter. This is side and face milling cutter. This is called two side and face cutter. This is staggered tooth cutter. This is side and face milling cutter. So these are the different cutters which I have we have shown you. Okay, and in here there are also different cutters. This face and end flute and mill cutter, four flute end mill cutter, four flute end mill cutter. This is end mill cutter for making a slot here. This end milling cutter, it is a combination of face milling and peripheral milling, which I have stated you before. This is the shank related milling cutters, various type of end mills. These are various type of end mill cutter. This is the T-slot milling cutter. This is called dovetail milling cutter. So I have shown you all the different type of cutters, and I have also given you the notes of total notes to, in the Google Classroom notes. So if you have any problem regarding understanding of these notes, you can discuss with me afterwards. Thank you. So we have completed all the milling here, and also we have completed all the syllabus of my portion, this video lecture. If you have any problem as a whole with this lecture, you can discuss me at my online class. Okay, thank you very much.